Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Principal Evans, why are you back in my courtroom?
What can I say? I just seem to be getting in trouble all the time.
I see that. Okay. All righty then. We're going to find out what's going on. Miss Robinson, it shows here that you're suing the school for $150,000 in damages? Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's going on here? And who are these two little people?
Well, this is my daughter Maya and this is Marcus. We're here today because my children has been sleep deprived. They're suffering from anxiety from an excessive overload of homework. And it kind of cuts into our family time.
Okay, when you say an overload of homework, what exactly does that mean? I know the schools issue homework to children, but you're saying it's an overload? I'm not understanding that.
Yes. So when my kids come home, they're already done like 8 hours in school. For the most part, when they get home, all they do is eat dinner and then they jump right back into their schoolwork. So it's like the teachers send them home with packets full of work. They don't have any time to do any extracurricular activities. They are constantly face down in their books.
Well, on average, how long does it take them to complete these homework assignments?
2 hours.
Wow.
It takes 2 hours, and then we have at least an hour for dinner, and then they get ready for bed.
Okay. Now, you mentioned something about extracurricular activities.
Yes.
Kids, are you involved in Okay, let me try it this way. Are you guys interested in anything outside of video games?
Yes. Yes.
Like what?
Soccer.
Soccer? Okay. And you?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Okay. And this is a middle school. Does the middle school offer athletic programs in reference to, say, volleyball, having a volleyball team and a soccer team? Does your school have that?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Would you guys play on those teams if you had the opportunity?
Yes.
Okay. But you can't because of what now?
Homework.
Tell me what's so hard about the homework.
The homework is hard because we have like a lot every single day, like 2 or 3 packets every single day for math, ELA, science, and reading.
I take Algebra 1 and the packets and the books are really thick and I have to work on a lot of pages a day and complete them as homework, and it takes around 3 to 2 hours.
And this is every evening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because you guys are doing so much homework, are you saying that that's what's keeping you from participating in these extracurricular activities?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Principal Evans, what's going on with this? Now, I understand that you're the principal. Now, you're not the one issuing the packets. It's one of the teachers, correct?
That is correct.
You guys aren't in the same class, or it's different.
No.
So this is something that goes on in each class with each teacher issuing these type of packets?
Okay. Now, the teachers do assign their own assignments for the children to do. A lot of the packets are for the entire week.
Okay.
And the children do work on their packets while in the classroom with the teachers. Now, I have a strict policy that makes sure that the teachers make sure their homework, all cumulative together, do not access more than an hour worth of homework for the children after school at home, because I do understand that family time is important. Now, if it's taking them 2 hours and they're having that excessive amount of homework when they get home, it may be a time management issue.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the extracurricular activities, in order for children to attend the practice, they have an hour worth of homework time that we offer at the school before practice even starts. So I'm not sure why it is being such an excessive amount of homework when they get home.
All right, let me ask you this question. As far as the athletic teams go, do you guys have a tutoring system in place for the athletes?
Oh, absolutely. We have a tutoring service in place for all the students, athletes or not. All students, if you need homework help, they can just simply stay after school and they will receive tutoring. And if they need extra help and the tutor's not available, I have an open door policy. So the students know they can always come into the office and ask me for help with their homework, and I'll be more than happy to assist.
No, I think what I'm asking is there a system in place where whatever the curricular activities are, whether it be soccer or volleyball or cheerleading or whatever the case may be, is there a system in place where when the team gets together, they have their own little study time or something in place where they can get their homework done together? Because when they're away from home, they do their practice and then they can do whatever, and then they can go home and have study time. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor. They do. It is an hour before practice even starts. After school, they are allotted 1 hour to work as a group to do their homework, and there's teachers there to assist them if they need help for each team.
Okay, I see you shaking your head no. What does that mean?
I'm going to say no, because after being in school all day long and then you go to aftercare and then you do extra work, my kids are not in an aftercare program. After school, their extracurricular activity would be for them to go play sports. But I had to pull them back from the sports because I could show you the picture of the booklets that they send home.
You have a picture available?
Yes, I do.
May I see this picture?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, you may.
Let me see what you got here. Okay, give me a second here.
It's outrageous, isn't it?
It's kind of thick. Okay. Oh, wow. I must admit, I've never had this situation in my courtroom before, because it appears to me that you obviously have a concern for the welfare of your children, both
Absolutely.
Scholastically and mentally. And it appears to me that you also have the children's best interest as far as scholastics go. Prior to coming to court, have you guys met or had a conversation?
I've tried to schedule a parent-teacher conference and it was declined several times. So it's probably not the principal's fault, but maybe the teacher itself, because they're the ones who's providing my kids with this work. So I'm starting to think it's just an issue with the curriculum throughout the entire school. So now we have to go back to the principal.
Now,
okay. Are you aware that she tried to make an attempt to contact your office?
That I have, as far as making a parent-teacher conference, no, Your Honor.
Now, who would be responsible for that? Would that be the secretary or would that be the teacher of their respective classes?
If they want to speak with the teacher specifically, they can just reach out to that teacher. But if there's an issue with the teachers, the parents can always come directly to me.
But if she needed to get in contact with you, would that be via your secretary or can she reach you directly?
She can reach me directly.
Okay. All right. Because it appears to me that at some point in time, you two young ladies are going to have to sit down and have a conversation about the welfare of these particular children. Now, this packet where these kids are, I obviously I can't do anything about the homework workload. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't do anything about that. But my concern is, because I have children of my own, I have 4 of them. Oh my gosh. Whew. I only got 2 more that's almost out of school. Oh gosh, I can't wait for that day. Oh my goodness. You have to excuse me. You guys have to excuse me. That empty nest, I am so waiting for that moment. Oh my gosh. So me and my wife can finally travel the world and you have children, I can't, because I can't remember,
Yes,
but
yes.
so you guys, we're here, right?
Yeah.
We're here, right? Okay. Don't take an offense, kids. I'm not saying anything bad about children. I'm just saying, sometimes adults, we need adult time away from y'all. I'm just saying.
That's
So
me every summer, Your Honor. Me every summer.
woo! But my thing is this. I don't want, and I understand that education is important. But my thing is, and this is just my personal belief, I don't believe that more work necessarily equates to better productivity. You understand what I'm saying? There's an old saying,
Right.
work smarter, not harder. 2 hours of did you say 3 hours at one point? 2 or 3 hours? Did I hear that correctly? That doesn't mean that the child is necessarily getting more information in. I mean, for example, you can go to a gym and you can come across a person that's been in there for like 2 or 3 hours, and you find out that most of the time they've been on their phone. And then when they get home, oh, I was in the gym for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, but you didn't do anything. You know, you did nothing that was productive. And it's sad because we have a state that's pushing laws, that's making it more, it's almost like they're removing the education part away from the children. They're making laws where children can work more hours. And there's actually someone put a bill into play that says that 16 and 17-year-olds can work full-time job. How do you work a full-time job and you're in high school? How does that work? That doesn't make sense to me. How do you grow as a child and get the seed that you need to become a productive citizen when it starts with a good education? And my concern here is that they're saying, yeah, we're doing the work, but you're putting so much work on us that we can't participate in other things. And those other things that I think is super important, soccer, volleyball, whether they're going to be good athletes or just suck, it doesn't matter. What matters is they're learning how to be part of a team and how to make something grow as a team. Absolutely. You know, he may be like the worst soccer player on the planet, but he may be able to encourage one of his better teammates. Hey, you're doing this. If you try this, you may get that gold. Or she may be like one of the worst, you're kind of short. So I don't know if you can spike the ball yet. I don't know. But there's other positions where she can maybe she can probably be the one who digs the ball up before it hits the court. You see what I'm saying? Yes. And those elements are super, super important that the children are exposed to that. Teamwork makes the dream work. It takes a community to raise a child. And we shouldn't put so much on them that they don't sprout and grow into other things.
I absolutely
We all agree on that, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So ladies, I'm going to suggest when you guys walk out of this room, schedule a meeting that you guys can sit and talk, come up with a plan that's good for the school, good for you.
Okay.
I'm not going to grant you the $150,000 for damages. All right. But I need you guys to work together on this. You guys can do that, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. This case is dismissed.